today when we've got this sea of sameness, this mental fatigue, disruption for disruption's sake. What do you think brands or creators need to remember about creativity in brand storytelling that genuinely leaves a mark?
When I started advertising, I noticed very quickly that it's easy to get into um, advertising sameness because the pace of things, every category has its expected rules of behavior, or
Mhm.
brands categories start to sound the same because they're all using the same words, they're all
Prototype.
promising the same products, they're all
Yeah.
speaking to the same potential clients,
Hmm.
and that's how brands fall into the sea of sameness where one car ad looks like another, looks like another, looks like another. And it really is difficult to break that because it requires you as a creative person to go, what hasn't been done before? There has to be this constant need to to yin when others, to yang or yin when others yang. And it's the philosophy we all know, but in
Yes.
practice, it's virtually impossible to pull off.
Yeah.
I suppose it starts with the creative people writing things which are already offbeat. Then it
Yes.
requires committed creative directors and chief creative directors and creative officers who have enough fight in them to say to the client,
Yeah.
trust me, this is brilliant.
Hmm.
And the client has to trust them, because if they
Yes.
trust them and it doesn't work, the next time they won't trust them and you've blown your shot. So you can't just go, trust me,
Yeah.
this is brilliant every
Yeah.
single time. You
Hmm.
better choose your fights very carefully. For me, a starting point as a creative person is to hold up, whenever you're making advertising in any category, you've got to hold up the category and look at it and go, okay, what shouldn't I do? Because if that's
Yes.
all of that is what I shouldn't do. Start from a different point of view, is the best way to start. Is set out to create something different and contrarian, and arresting,
Mm.
because it's the only way you're going to get your value in terms of being seen.
Yes.